Hi, good day. My name is Micheline Campbell. I'm currently pursuing a degree in digital marketing at Jane University. My research project was based on digital marketing initiatives at One Communication to show the increase of consumer engagement. This research is very important as it shows digital platforms in which consumers interact and the challenges that Guyanese businesses face daily to leverage them, especially in the telecommunications sector, which One Communication is dominating. In this project, I will be addressing the low level of consumer engagement. Despite companies investing heavily in digital marketing, there is still a struggle and there is a gap that needs to be filled with the materials being placed out there and the engagement that customers would have with the brands online. Guyana is currently expanding in the digital space in regards to businesses having that online presence and remaining relevant is still a struggle for persons to gain the momentum and adapt as need be in regards to customer retention and actually attaining customers. My research will aim to evaluate the effectiveness of current digital strategies. Two, identify challenges and opportunities for engagement. Assess the role of digital platforms in acquiring and attaining customers. Methodology. The methodology I would have used, it was the mixed method approach, which is quantitative data from the survey I would have created and sent out to participants. I would have had 40 participants take part in this. And the qualitative insight from the open-ended questions and the churn report I would have used that was provided to me by One Communication for the first quarter of 2024. I would have used tools such as Excel to interpret the information that was gathered, and the research combined both descriptive and explanatory design. The data analysis and insight, the survey that I would have sent out and the participants that would have responded, most of my participants that would have responded were within the age of 25 to 30. These are the persons that I would usually use WhatsApp and Facebook and the other social media platforms to interact with businesses and their peers. From the information gathered, it shows that data plan and prepaid service was the most used offer. This was also in regards to the prices and the benefits the persons would receive from these services. A lot of the customers, they favored promotions and giveaway and also educational content coming from One Communication with their marketing strategy and their content given to customers online. However, there was a gap with engagement which was found. So there is a lot of customers that would see ads but they wouldn't act on it. This could be due to it not feeling relevant to them, it not feeling as if it was engaging enough. The ADA model helped analyze that information and it showed that attention was high, yes, due to frequent promotions that the company would produce. There was a lot of interest and persons were desirable of the getting to know the company more and being interactive with them, but actions was very low. So their click-through rate and the ability to get customers to make a purchase was very low, and that is something the company needs to work on. The churn report that was provided shows a 6% churn rate in the first quarter of 2024, which was very high. Prepaid consumers and those persons in the interland regions had a high churn rate. One of the reasons for that was due to price and due to the unavailability or the unstableness of the network at times. Coverage in the hinterland areas was very poor, so that was the reason for a lot of persons discontinuing the service. High prices and poor customer service contributed to this as well. In concluding, I would have found that One Communication has a good reach, good visibility to their customers, especially on social media, but a lot of the content need to be more personalized to improve the customer responsiveness. What I would recommend is them having a WhatsApp responsive group created so customers, when they reach out to them, persons are able to get responsive responses more quickly and reliably compared to waiting a lengthy period of time to get an interaction with a real person to take their query or answer their concern. They should also use better call to action phrases which would help resonate with their consumer. In the long run, I think one of the things that they can implement to help better the business responses to the churn rate that they currently have is providing better infrastructures in areas such as the Linden and the interior that has a high churn rate because of the unreliability of the network and the high prices for the plans that persons would have to pay. And finally, I would like to thank all of the persons that would have assisted me in my research paper, my advisor, the Gene Institute, also the persons that would have gotten in connection with it, One Communication, to provide insight and information in regards to the report and their trends and strategies. Thank you.